Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Dr. Farid. This is our group project topic, automated fish feeding system for the freshwater fish pond. This is our group member. First, Muhammad Ubaidullah bin Muhammad Zikrillah, Muhammad Al-Zawawi bin Ahmad Safwan, Nur Alia Nazira binti Abdul Razak, and lastly Nurul Nuha binti Rahim. Let's move on to the project background. An automatic fish feeder is a device that automatically feeds the fish at a predetermined time. In a way, it is to control the fish feeding activity by using monitoring system DC timer instead of manually feeding the fish by hand. The device will feed the fish by dropping the food from the storage through a hole. Automated fish feeding system using the Internet of Things (IoT) is very efficient, can lower the cost, improve the fish growth, and also it requires less work. It is because we can control it with a smartphone app, even from far away. This is very useful, especially for fish farmer to take care of their fish. Let's move on to the problem statement. First, ineffectiveness of existing feeding method. The manual feeding method is less effective. Humans are born to make mistakes, and this can affect the performance of fish feeding. Next, number two, inadequate amount of fish food feed. The manual feeding technique is incapable of feeding the right quantity of food. And lastly, thirdly, absence of user interface features. Most of the available fish feeder devices or machines lack lack user interface features that allow the user to operate the device according to the desired settings, such as the timer setting, amount of food pellet, and others. So, our project objectives is to develop an automated fish feeding system with a combination of Internet of Things (IoT) that ensures accurate and timely feedings for freshwater fish, eliminating manual feeding issues and providing ease of use and control. So this is our project scope. First, conducting a survey and field study on existing automated fish feeding system. Secondly, designing and fabricating an advanced automated fish feeding system with a combination of Internet of Things (IoT). And thirdly, performing rigorous testing and verification of the automated fish feeding system. This is our product design specification PDF that we already discussed with our group. Okay, next, let's see the functional analysis. First, install and deploy. Second, drive system. Backups. Next, backup drive system. Next, food storage. Next, food transport. Next, get open. And then spreading mechanism. And lastly, warning system. Okay, this is our morphological chart that we already brainstormed together in our group for each of the functional analysis. Okay, after discussing with our group, this is the idea that we come up for each of our group member. This is the concept number 1. This is concept number 2. And then this is concept number 3. This is our concept number 4. And lastly, this is our conceptual design for concept number 5. And we take a reference product from the research through the internet that we already select. And this is our criteria selection. First, easy to install. The time taken to install the device. Is there any additional equipment needed during installation? Number 2, the amount of food accuracy. The device is capable of feeding the fish according to the time delay. Number 3, ability for food dispense. The maximum distance that the device is able to dispense the food. 4, easy to use. The device make it easy to reload the food and the device is user friendly. Number 5, manufacturing cost. How much is the manufacturing cost needed? And is the component used standard? Number 6, safety. No component should fall into the pond. No sharp corner that could harm fish owner and also the fish. Number 7, maintenance. Easy to maintain and repair. All critical parts must have spare part and placing lubricant. And lastly, stability and rigidity. The device is capable to stable even there is external force on surrounding. Okay, this is our screening method that we already calculate, and also and then we calculate the scoring method. So we find out that the concept number 2 is suitable to be developed. This is the idea that we already did in the 3D drawing. Okay, this is the engineering drawing.
So this is a component that we use, which is Arduino IDE, Blink IoT, Blink Cloud software. We use ESP32 as a microcontroller. We use a DC motor, and we use the motor server. We also use a breadboard, jumper wire, ultrasonic sensor, motor driver L298N, switch button, the ion battery, and finally we use LCD display I2C. So this is a circuit diagram for our project, which is automatic fish feeding system, that we use all the components that I mentioned just now. And this is a schematic diagram.
Automatic
Now
fish
we look at the
feeder
function
system
and the
problem
system
statement.
working. Now
Objective.
we look at the function and the system working.
Black box model of the system.
Now we look at the function and
Add the fish
system
food
working.
into the prototype.
Now we look at the function and the system working. Now
Then,
we look at the
you can
function
set the
and
number of fish in system.
Now
After that,
we look
you
at
can
the
set the
function
timer
and
to feed the
system
fish.
working. Now we look at the function and the system working. Now we look at the function
Then,
and
the system will
working.
distribute the food base to the timer set.
Now we look at the function and the system working.
Feature 1 can set the amount of
We
food
look
based
at
on the
the
number of
function
fish.
and the system working. Now we look
Feature
at the
2
function
system
and the
timer.
system working. Now we look at the function and the system working. Now we look at the function and the system working. Now we look at the function and the system
Feature
working.
3 a manual feeding system.
Now we look at the function and the system working. Now we look
Feature
at the
4
function
can
and the
detect how
system
much
working.
food left and notify the user.
Now we look at the function and the system working.
Final prototype for our automatic
Now
fish feeder
we
system.
look at the function and the system working.
Thanks for watching.
Now we look at the function and the system working.